I don't suppose you just say yes right here and now. End this whole tiresome discussion.
It's never gonna happen.
I think it will. I think it'll happen in Detroit.
Before Dad died, he told me something about you.
Dean, what did he tell you?
I had to save you.
Save me from what?
Think of a million random acts of chance. Think of the million random choices that you make, and yet how each and every one of them brings you closer to your destiny.
They'll say we'll say yes. What if they're right? I've been weak before.
Because it's not random. It's not chance. It's a plan that is playing itself out perfectly.
Did you know about this? About Sam's genius plan to say yes to the devil?
Is this really what you want? I let him out. I gotta put him back in.
Look like omens to you? Cyclone in Florida, temperature drop in Detroit.
That's the one. Devil's in Detroit.
Sam didn't die in Detroit. He said yes.
Before Dad died, he told me something. He said that I had to save you. If I couldn't, I'd have to kill you.
Yes.
He said that I might have to kill you, Sammy.
I told you. This would always happen in Detroit.
We are going to discuss some of the most significant events in Bible prophecy that we have seen fulfilled. We're talking about the host given against the daily sacrifice. We're going to look at this significant speech that took place on April 30th, 2018, in which it was stated, Iran lied. Now, this was a declaration of war against Iran, triggering 2,300 days until Armageddon. Now, what is taking place, we can find in Daniel chapter 8. The daily sacrifice was taken away, and a host was given to him against the daily sacrifice by reason of transgression, and it cast down the truth to the ground and practiced and prospered. Okay, so a host was given unto him against the daily sacrifice. Now, what we're going to go over is something called Daniel's timeline, which we submitted 6 years ago, where we would watch for these events. We stated ahead of time to watch for a trigger event that would take place on the 9th of Av, July 25th, 2015. This, in turn, would trigger Daniel's timeline. Now, we saw something happen, something very, very significant that triggered the end of days. The Baphomet statue displayed in Detroit, Michigan, precisely on this date. That statue is in the prophecy, Daniel 8, the rough satire goat. Okay, this is the he-goat, this is the devil, this is the fawn that triggered 790 days from July 25th to September 22nd, 2017 of the Revelation 12 sign. It says in Daniel, Behold, I will make you known what will be in the last time of the indignation, for the time appointed, the Moedim. That's a feast day. So it was Yom Kippur, September 22nd, 2017. So we had the trigger event, and we also stated that Obama had to be involved.
This week, Michelle Bachmann actually predicted that I would bring about the biblical end of days.
The Kenyan people have shown incredible resolve and remarkable resilience. I also want to pay tribute to the sacrifices of Kenyan forces who serve in the African Union-led mission against Al-Shabaab in Somalia. The Kenyan people have shown incredible resolve and remarkable resilience. I also want to pay tribute to the sacrifices of Kenyan forces who serve in the African Union-led mission against al-Shabaab in Somalia. And to thank
So we stated Obama would do something. So in his speech when he was in Kenya, he talked about this subtle veiled reference of the sacrifices in Michigan. What were the sacrifices on Michigan? When he was in Kenya, in Detroit, Michigan, they displayed the satanic Baphomet goat statue, triggering Daniel's timeline perfectly on the same moment, July 25th, 2015. Okay? So that trigger event, we see in Daniel 8:22, the rough satire goat was Greece, came from the west. The fawn, the devil, the goat, the hairy goat, the satire. Which then brings us to the start of the tribulation, September 22nd, 2017. Behold, I'll make you know when the tribulation starts. So, from the host trodden, we have 790 days, which brings us to the 2,520 days of the 7-year tribulation, at the end of which is Armageddon. Okay, so it's a quick summary of Daniel's timeline up to this point, and we would have 2,300 evenings and mornings. These are precise days from that time, July 25th, to a host given against the daily sacrifice. Okay, so this is a precise prophecy of precise days, and we said to watch for something on April 30th, 2018. Okay, now, in Jerusalem, the last sacrifice that took place of the daily sacrifice, the full daily sacrifice, we have another video to explain all that. We were there witnessing. The last time it happened was Passover 2019. Okay? Since then, there's been no full daily sacrifice. So our trigger event led us to war being declared on Iran, 2,300 days to Armageddon. We're going to explain the significance and great prophetic significance of what took place during this speech.
Tonight,
Okay, shalom family. I'm coming to you guys with another video. I'm going to stop this video here, but I'll put the link in the description if you want to watch this video. Now, it's like, let me explain. Why am I showing y'all this? Okay, I got to show y'all why I'm showing y'all this. Now, y'all just heard everything that he said. Now, he's showing y'all the Baphomet. It's funny that I just did a video about the Baphomet and Jesus and you know, the wicked being revealed and everything. I don't know what this is all saying. I'm trying to put it all together. But I know it's a sign, because this time last year, let me show y'all. I have a friend from Detroit. Y'all know I'm from Detroit, Michigan. So I have a friend from Detroit, and she sent me this message last year this time, right? And I'm going to read y'all. She had a dream. I'm going to read it to y'all. And at the time, I didn't decode her dream. Like, I was just like, okay, yeah, I read it. You know how you read, okay, and you go on about your business. Like, you don't really take the time out. Okay, that was my fault. But she said, I had a dream about 5 months ago. I was in a tower, a castle, and I looked out the window down in the meadows, and I saw a giant picking fruit or plants. Basically, it was down there doing labor. Then it skipped scenes, and I was in a forest, and I saw this evil being with a lot of power, and this woman, which I thought was a banshee. She was screaming. I couldn't hear her voice, but I saw her mouth, and she was tied to a tree near the evil, powerful being. She was tied to a tree. Now, I told y'all, Brother Polite said he went and seen the first Coptic cross, and I've been looking for a picture of this. I don't know if it's a picture of this anywhere, but he said it's a woman on the cross, okay, the tree. So she said in her dream it was a woman tied to the tree. And she said it, but she said she was screaming, but she couldn't hear her, like being silent, women being silent. Okay, listen to what I'm saying. It's like my consciousness was there right in front of her face. I was so close, like I was viewing it, but not physically there. Okay, then she sent this May 5th, 2020, 3:07 a.m. 1307 plus 0713 equals 2020. 0713 years ago, and 1307 on Friday the 13th, the biggest massacre on the Essene Christ Templars took place. And if y'all know, I talked about the Essenes, what they believe the Christ consciousness is, etc., etc., in the video where I talked about Armageddon and that we might be in the time of Armageddon. Okay, so it's like a lot of confirmations here. We're going to talk about it. But let me finish reading this to you guys. So it say, the biggest massacre on the Essene Christ Templars took place, representing the killing of the Christ consciousness and Baphomet, anti-Sophia Mary Christ's female counterpart, was forced upon those who were left. 2020, Friday the 13th, Trump declared a state of emergency. The day was 313. Ironically, the Baphomet statue was unveiled in Detroit. 313. On Supernatural, Lucifer told Sam that it was always going to happen in Detroit. Lucifer taking over his vessel and the start of the apocalypse. Also, the Croatoan virus, aka Corona, broke out in the same episode. Everything going on has to do with the widespread of Satanism on the biggest level possible. Now, I'm going to read this. She said, their spiritual knowledge was desecrated and then replicated into falsity to be fed to Pharaoh power, hungry humans that were easily used to rapidly spread the forces of Satanism on the earth. The massive Holocaust of Essenes has been repeated in historical events from Lemuria. The massive Holocaust of Essenes has been repeated in historical events from Lemuria, Atlantis, and repeated in the Middle Ages to the Templars on the fateful day of Friday the 13th in 1307 AD. This is an important timeline in the massive spreading of satanic forces to fill the earth grid with the mass usage of satanic cult rituals performed at the time by supposedly righteous religious clergymen. Satanic ritual abuse, SRA, and blood covenant to bind souls were made, of which tortured thousands of Templar Essenes to renounce their consecration to Christos Sophia. So they knew that Christ was Sophia. They knew that Christ was wisdom. Okay, to Christos Sophia. Christos Sophia. I keep telling y'all that wisdom is the Christ. Sophia is the Christ. I know it's hard to hear because y'all are so used to hearing Jesus is the Christ. It say to renounce their heart consecration to Christos Sophia by being forced to call her the Baphomet. Baphomet is the creation of Baal, a satanic force, God figure, which promoted child sacrifice to the Moloch battery tanks. Okay, listen. I swear, it's like, if y'all seen the clip that I put in the beginning where he was like, this is a plan that's been planned out. That's how I feel like my life is. Like, when all of this stuff be popping up and I just be like, my life is planned out. Like, I felt like that for a long time. Just like, my life is just already planned out. I don't know what it's planned out for, but it's obviously just already planned out. So I told y'all about the Mud Flood, about my friend having a clothing line called Mud Flood. What the heck? Okay, so I said 1307 is in my name in gematria, and I was born in Detroit, Michigan. So I said, wow, that dream is intense, but I didn't really think about the dream at the time, but I showed her the gematria. So my name is Denisha Ariel Howard. I got two last names. It's Wilson Howard, but Howard. 1307. You know what? I'm going to stop saying my full name on here because, you know, you be having haters that come through and be just wanting to probably dox you or something. but 996 and 166. Okay, 1307. And I knew that was, so when she started saying all of this, that's the first thing I noticed was the 1307, because I'm like, that's in my name or whatever. So I said the tower represents daughter Zion, the bride. She is a tower, right? But I didn't really realize what her dream was saying. That all these comments coming through from my other channel, that's distracting me, y'all. I'm so sorry. But I didn't realize what her dream was about. A woman tied to the tree, who she couldn't hear, but she knew was speaking or yelling, right? So she sent me these other two things about the AI takeover agenda, and I'm going to read and look into it over again, because obviously I was missing something. It's 11:01. I was missing something here. So then so yesterday, it was crazy because like I was thinking about her message like a few days prior to this, because I was just like thinking about that part where, you know, she was talking about it's going to happen in Detroit. Because I had just recently was wondering if I should buy a house in Detroit, because me and my husband is trying to buy a house. And I was thinking like maybe I should buy a house in Detroit, but I don't know. And then I was thinking about what the girl said, like it's all going to happen in Detroit. I was thinking about that. So when I got on YouTube yesterday, because I seen this video yesterday, I just didn't get time to make it. And I seen his video talking about the Baphomet in Detroit and, you know, all of this stuff. And he's saying that this started the daily sacrifice and all this stuff. Like, I'm not sure if his timeline is right, y'all. Like, I'm just showing y'all the connections, the confirmations, the synchronicities. I'm gonna have to go in and do my own research, of course, on what he's saying. But he's saying the daily sacrifice was trolling down and all of this stuff, and Daniel's timeline, and et cetera, right? And I'm just like, it might be something to what he's saying, because I knew that about the message that I got from the girl last year, and I knew that I had just was thinking about her message a few days prior. So I don't know what y'all think about this. What y'all think about this? I'm about to have to do my research. I'm going to have to go watch. Now, let me tell y'all why this is really significant to me. Because if you go, I told y'all, this video was done by Leland Jones. If you guys want to go watch the video, just type in Leland Jones. And it's like one of the last videos he did. Host Giving Against the Daily Sacrifice, and you can finish watching this video. But the reason why it was significant to me, and the reason why I'm still subscribed to Leland, even though I wasn't like on the same page as him with a lot of stuff, because y'all know we talk about Christ being wisdom and Sophia, etc., etc. And like one day I had said something to him about it, and he just kind of was like, you know, basically like everybody else, which, you know what I mean? So it was kind of like, okay, whatever. But I still stay subscribed to him, because he was in my dream one time, and I told you guys about this. I made a video about it. It's called Dream Journal Get Ready, right? Because he was in my dream and he was telling me to get ready. After that, I seen the video, his video where it was talking about the 144,000, and he was saying get ready, okay? Which I told y'all is just like this common theme, get ready, okay? So that's why I still stay subscribed to him. So I think he got something to tell me, okay? Because why was he in my dream? He was telling me to get ready, okay? I think it's something that he know that I need to know, but he may not be interpreting it correctly, because just like I was saying, I told y'all about Jesus and the Baphomet goat. We just put up the picture of them two together, and I was saying, you know, it's kind of, you know, it's kind of... Here it is. Do they know something about Jesus? We don't, right? And I was explaining to y'all that Jesus is the Zazel goat, right? The goat, right? I was saying all of this stuff. And, dang, I lost my train of thought. Okay, why was I bringing it up? Oh, because he was talking about the sacrifices. And I was thinking he was talking about the daily sacrifice. And I don't know if it's the same, sacrifice, but what I was saying was I think it's talking about the sacrifices of Leviticus 16, the two goats, okay, the two goats, which we've been talking about lately, So I'm going to do my research on this. I don't know. Y'all just tell me what y'all think. I just wanted to bring this to y'all attention and put it all out there. That I got a message about this the year prior, this same time last year. What do y'all think? This time last year, April, my son was born on Easter, April 21st, 2019. I don't know what's going on with this. Y'all, shalom. Tell me what y'all think. I'm gonna have to go watch his videos because I haven't been watching his videos. So I'm lost on like, what, exactly he's saying. So I'm about to go do my research this morning. But I just wanted to bring this to y'all because I seen it yesterday. And I was just like, how is this coming up when I was just thinking about this? You know what I mean? So what y'all think about this? If y'all got any information, videos to share tied to the subject, bring it. Shalom, family. Love you guys till we meet again.